Well, it's that time again. It's been a whole console generation since Rockstar re-released Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. But are they really worthy of the weird amount of hype they've gained?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Just so we're all on the same page, of these 3 new GTA remasters, I've only really spent significant time with San Andreas, and that's only because of the Game Pass. That said, I've spoken to people who have played all 3, and I'm pretty confident my criticisms can be applied to any of them. Also, fuck spending £50 on all 3 of these, Jesus Christ.
Here, darling, why don't you go get yourself something nice, okay?
Is it $7?
I said something nice, not expensive.
If these remasters have proven anything to me, it's that the original trilogy still fucking holds up. I've been playing GTA 5 recently, and as fun as that game is, it can't hold a candle to San Andreas. Despite the fact I've replayed this game what feels like 1,000,000 times, I still get surprised by how well a game from 2004 can hold up. Which should mean I'd be at the front of the queue for a hefty remaster of said 2004 classic. But I actually don't think they should have bothered. For the most part, these games are exactly as you remember, minus a few radio stations, and a Confederate flag. I know it's satire, but honestly, it doesn't fucking matter that they got rid of it. The less we have to think about those fucking people, the better. Anyway, the only important thing here are the new features Rockstar have slapped into these beloved classics that apparently weren't perfect because they weren't GTA 5. So, the first and most obvious are the graphical improvements. Sorry, did I say improvements? I meant nightmares. The older GTAs already had issues with body proportions. The last thing they needed was for us all to see them in glorious upscaled high resolution. It looks more like Crash Bandicoot than Grand Theft Auto. Look at these. What's wrong with them? Why did you guys do this? I can't even tell if it's a step down anymore. Are these better? Am I weird?
Yo, charge in and batter your opponent.
The one area I definitely can see has improved is the overhauled lighting. The Unreal Engine has turned what used to be flat and dull environments and simplistic weather effects into something truly worthy of these games, especially in GTA 3. As a matter of fact, sometimes the lighting even helps hide the game's other issues. But as we all hopefully know by this point, graphics aren't everything, thank God. So what gameplay innovations have Rockstar implemented to drag the original trilogy into 2021? Basically, it's just added some things from GTA 5, even if it already worked fine the first time. And the most notable, because it's the most consistently apparent change, is the new weapon wheel, which, like I said, is just GTA 5's weapon wheel, but greener. It might be my nostalgia talking for me here, but I didn't think there was anything wrong with cycling through your weapons using the back bumpers. Adding insult to injury, you can kinda cycle through your weapons, but only one way. So if you miss the weapon you're after, you've got to cycle all the way back around to get to it. And if you're a classic GTA fan, you'll know the best way to reload a weapon is to swap it out and back in real quick. Well, not an option here. You can open the wheel, then highlight your current weapon and let go again, but why would I? It ruins the flow. Maybe this is cool and neat to someone that doesn't have a lot of love for the OG versions of these games, but I really never felt comfortable using the wheel. It felt dirty and wrong. Speaking of wrong, I'm not big on the new gun controls either. They don't feel good. Just like the OG versions, it's a basic lock-on, but it can struggle to figure out which target you want to aim at. There's a 50-50% success ratio when switching from target to target, and half the time, the only real solution is to just let go, aim again, and hope CJ sorts his shit out. While on the topic of pointless changes, here's 2 that specifically seemed stupid to me. Now, you don't need to press the X button, or square button, to jump over a wall. Just casually jogging is enough. Which, as you might guess, can get pretty annoying. The other is the changes to some of the little mini-games at the gym. Before, you had to quickly tap the X button to lift, and if you wanted to lift bigger weights, you had to get swole first. In this version, all you've got to do to get buff is press the button at the correct time. But the area for success is massive, and it doesn't even change if you try and lift harder weights. Why did you change that? You paid a human being to sit and spend time making that adjustment, and you made it worse. The only definitive praise I can give these are the GPS minimap improvements and the retry from a checkpoint feature. Thank fuck for the checkpoints. For 2 decades, I've been baffled by the lack of any checkpointing in the Grand Theft Auto games, and now I can see how it would work. I'm even more confused by their absence up until now. It's a genuine godsend on some of the more notoriously difficult missions, especially when paired with the bizarre changes to the gunplay. As fresh coats of paint go, these aren't perfect. Far from it. But they're still the same classic games many of us remember fondly. I'm just not willing to pay £50 for them though. Maybe if they were sold separately, I'd consider them in a sale down the road. But even then, these aren't the definitive versions of 3, Vice City and San Andreas. Those are still on the PS2. There's plenty worse remakes and remasters out there, so I appreciate this effort from Rockstar, and I'll happily take this over more shark card bullshit. But unless you're starved for some retro GTA, or you've never played any of them before, these are a waste of your time and money. At least they remember to keep in that classic GTA jank though, eh? Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Have you played any of the GTA remasters? Did you like them? What's your favourite Grand Theft Auto? I personally think they'd pique my interest if they zhuzhed up GTA 4 a bit. Either way, feel free to let us know any and all of that down in the comments. If you did enjoy and you wanted to leave a like or even subscribe, we would appreciate that so much. And if you want to support the channel financially, our Patreon is in the description. Thanks for watching, and cheers.